Christchurch, you're the pick of the bunch with a fine day on the cards.
All right, it's 6:47. The boss of a national health insurer is challenging the government to give the elderly a tax break so that they can keep up their health insurance. Bruce Morrison, the CEO of Accuro, says a lot of older people are cancelling their insurance and that'll just add to the burden on the public health system. Bruce joins us now. Good morning, welcome to the show, Bruce. Now, talk me through this very slowly. You want to meet with the health minister. If you did, what would you pitch? What do you want to say?
I'd like him to hear from some of our members, actually, and almost go through the distress that some of our staff go through every time they talk to a member who might have been with us for 30, 40 years, all of a sudden having to give away their health insurance because they can no longer afford to keep the premiums going. It's hard for both parties.
Right. Have you got numbers on how many of these elderly people are actually cancelling their health insurance policies?
There are very, very few people, once they reach the age of 65, are able to maintain their premiums. It's the costs, obviously, for looking after the elderly grow quicker as you get older. The hips, the shoulders, the hearts all need repairing at that stage. And, of course, we're getting older and older as a population. But, unfortunately, less and less people are able to keep that cost going for the health insurance. These are people that would like to be helping themselves, but we need to support that.
Where do you get this idea from, that this might be a good idea? Because I've heard that this actually works in Australia. They offer incentives there.
In Australia, they've got a carrot and they've got a bit of a stick even. They think it's that important. There is a rebate for all people, and we're not even asking for that. We understand at the moment in the fiscal environment that a tax rebate for all health insurance would be too tough. But just to encourage the older people to keep their policies going would be very helpful. In Australia, they've gone from 30% coverage in the population right up to 50%. Ironically, that's where we were 20 years ago, and now we're down at 30%.
How much of a rebate would elderly people need to make sure that they held on to their health insurance policies?
Well, I think anything around 30, 40 or 50% help would be significant. We think that would be almost fiscally neutral. In fact, it might be positive because obviously if people are paying for their own cover and moving into private elective as opposed to taking a strain on the public acute care, that's got to be taking some strain off the public purse. So we don't believe, bottom line, it would cost an awful lot at all.
How would the rebate work? Are you thinking in terms of tax returns?
I was thinking in terms of tax returns, as people pay the premiums, a bit like they do with their income protection policies at the moment. If you have income protection, you get a tax rebate on those premiums, and that helps people support themselves.
Have you actually got a meeting set up with the Health Minister?
No, I haven't. I've got a penned invitation to go to him, which I'll be sending away this morning.
All right. We look forward to hearing how it goes. There you have it. CEO of Accuro Health Insurance, Bruce Morrison.
Alrighty, just ahead, the war against fatism is